So it's changed. You now have to hit the go live button. Alright.
Okay.
We're finally live. Wow. Okay, well, you live and you learn, I guess.
Okay.
All right. It's just a scouting plate.
Yeah. Alright. Time to brief. I still can't see the chat, so we'll pop that out here. Just so I can see it for the future. Okay. Wonder if the chat will appear there. I guess we'll find out. But regardless, okay. Let's brief this flight real quickly.
That's good.
Okay, so we're at Saipan today. Altimeter is going to be 2969er, I believe. It's about 400 and sorry, about 250 feet above sea level.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So we'll run up in the chocks. We'll take the left hand on Alpha to Golf, right hand on 25 right, and then park it up for takeoff checks at the second hold short line. It'll be a section takeoff maneuver, and we'll run the show as expected. So it'll be a section takeoff maneuver into knife edge, followed by inverted fortis, MRT opposing MRT, horizontal rolls, sneak to vertical rolls, solo loop, opposing 4-point, vertical pitch into the inverted tuck over roll, section high alpha, followed by the section rejoin for after the burner 270 for the delta roll, fleur-de-lis, delta breakout. Fleur-de-lis, delta loop break cross. There we go. Delta breakout. It'll be a right turn out of the breakout for to set up for the left pitch up break to land at runway 25 left. It's going to be a left stagger for a left covered wagon. Well clear on Bravo for synchronized right 45s into the chocks at 295. Anything else you think we need to talk about?
Don't think so. We've already discussed how the jet's got a lot of power. There's more mushiness in the controls, which I think will actually help us because it'll be less on the nose. Because there's more humidity in the air.
Yep.
Goals for the flight.
Yeah. My goal is to nail the MRT. I haven't nailed one in like a month, so that's my goal. Gonna try and hit the numbers, just do my thing, trust the jet, and try and ride it. I've been overthinking it lately, and that needs to stop. So that is my goal for this flight.
Yep. My goal is to have a closer, safer delta roll. Actually, Stan.
I do want to debrief one thing. For the inverted tuck over roll, I think we are overspeed by like 30 knots. I'm rolling out pretty far behind you at this point when it comes to that maneuver. So I think that you can do a little bit of speed modulation on the rollout if you need to. Because I'm not tucked in at this point. Because in order to make the picture work, I'm like a good 6-7 jets behind you. So you can do some adjustment there.
Yeah, my target speed is 380, but we had a conversation a while back about once you're inverted, don't fiddle with the speed. So I knew that we were speeding up, and I just sort of left it there.
Yep. That is an adjustment.
Cool, sounds good. Yeah, my rolling was not the best for that, but
That was fine.
hopefully it'll be better this time. I just want to flatten it. That's all. I just want to get it on the inverted immediately. Okay. I'm just going to tell you what profile I'm trying to do for the Delta breakout.
Okay.
Because you're always like way the hell slower than me, which is not a problem. It's just weird because I feel like I'm going real slow. But okay, so we're coming in for the Delta breakout. Your line abreast, we're going. I'm looking to go up the hill, like up we go a little bit, right around the 1.2 mark, and then ready break at 1 or between 1 and 0.8.
Okay.
Rolling out to the 45, so the final hash mark you can see on the bottom of your HUD, and pull 2G pull on the 45, leave power set where it is. As soon as I clear from that maneuver, I'm mill power wherever I'm pointed. So that is what I am doing.
Okay. So what I've been doing is, in order to replicate boss, as soon as we clear, I chuck it into burners and just rip the jet onto a behind the crowd heading, which usually bleeds a good 100 knots.
Okay. All right. Cool. As long as I know why you're so much slower than me, because you're about 100 knots slower than me, so that works out. Explains it.
Yep. Boss, when he clears from that maneuver, he just rolls over and pulls straight to level, and is quite slow as well.
Keep in mind, though, he's coming down from wherever he was, so he's picking up knots with God's G in a way that you can't do.
Nope.
So.
Nope.
All right, cool. I'll just
right.
keep doing the 4 rejoin because it's a lot easier to do that than to try to swing way on the outside of the corner when I'm already like 100 knots fast.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
All right, cool. Let's rock it.
All right, I'm going to switch inputs.
Same.
BrotherLeb, you got me? BrotherLeb, you got me?
Yep, all clear.
Okay, let me load the server back up. Don't worry, I do not have the stream open right now. Alright, server's up. Let me know when you have joined.
Alright.
Oh, I forgot to edit it at all, so it's just going to be what it is today.
Okay.
So, we'll just do hot starts, I guess.
That's good.
It's fine. We're a little late to the party anyway.
Alright. Joining in.
Alright, make sure your switches are set.
Good call.
Start. Got your stream?
Alright, I'm in.
I gotcha.
Opening a jet.
As am I. Let's do this thing.
Wow, you're in the ground. That's fun. Whee! Yeah, hope that shows up on the stream.
Are we okay?
Yeah, no, you're good.
Okay.
You just started off in the ground.
Alright, but we're good now?
Yeah, no, we're good.
Alright. Alright, I'm just gonna... Well, I'm not gonna DTC yet. I need to check my switches. Alright. Alright, trade's going to DTC. Trade's DTC is complete.
Lab's DTC is complete.
Trade's up Trecom 1.
Lab tree, come on.
Hold 1 for the Discord chat. Discord check.
Good check.
Good check. Takeoff jacks. Check your smoke pressure on. Check your trim set. Check your heading. My heading at 2.9 5. Check your altimeter set 2.9 6.9 and set to barometric for a corrected center point elevation of 0 feet. Check your barrel warning 0. Check your FCS 12 30 30 30 down 2. Check your fuel seat armed lights out.
Lab.
Check your smoke pressure on. Smoke on. Smoke off.
Good smoke.
Confirmed.
Good morning, Chariot. Updated winds are calm. 4 knots out of the north. 353, I believe.
258.
Altimeter is 299.2 for corrected altimeter of 296.9 for a center point elevation of 0 feet and a density altitude of 213 feet MSL. Chariot Squawk 1206, or correction, Chariot Squawk 1205, Leb Squawk 1206. You're cleared to taxi left out of the chocks, and then left on Alpha, back taxi, right on Golf, left on Hotel, hold short, runway, hold short 25 left.
Thanks, Lab. Cleared to taxi 25 right, hold short 007 left, right?
Brain work. 07 left, that's correct.
So as we're cleared to taxi, check your parking brakes out. Chairs powering up to 75%. Off brakes now. Chariots come left, go wing. Chariots ease in power to 67. Coming easy left. Chariots adding power to 70, lateral. Chariots coming easy right, go line abreast. Chariot's easing power to idle. Coming left. Little brakes, easy brakes, little brakes, brakes. Takeoff checks. Check your smoke pressure on. Check your lights are off. Check your lane lights off. Check your flaps are half, mine are auto. Check your waypoint is correct in the box showing waypoint 1 at 0.8 miles. Check your dispenser is bypass. Check your altimeter set to barometric and set to 2969er. Check your heading, my heading 158.
Left.
Check your park brake is off. Cherry's powering up to 70% off brakes now. BrotherLeb detach.
Pleasant tap.
Coming left, okay. Little brakes. Easy brakes, little brakes, brakes. Solos were cleared for takeoff. Updated winds are 358 for 4. That's calm. Check your parking brakes off. Maneuver our section takeoff maneuver. Check your parking brakes off. Let's rev up.
Brakes off now. Blowers ready now. Blowers ready now.
See ya.
Ready, hit it.
Translate.
Wings level, smoke on, blowers ready now. Smoke off. Clear.
Check clear 1.8.
Clear 1. Three miles mark. Four miles mark.
Let me know on your beam.
A beam.
Let me know on your ticket mark.
Very good.
Stand by, mark it.
Four miles. Mark 375.
Chariot's in for the right knife edge.
Up and right, knife it. 3 miles. Mark 402. Two miles. Mark 401.
Smoke on.
Contact.
Contact smoke off. Ready, hit it.
All right.
Clear. Stand by, roll, and pull. Stand by, roll. Stand by, roll. Stand by, roll. Roll. Trace clear and clearing in front of the crowd for the opposing inverted to inverted rolls. 2 miles mark.
2.5 mark. .5 mark. And a 4 miles mark.
Let me know when you're beam.
A beam.
Let me know when you're ready to take a mark.
Take it.
Stand by, mark it.
4 miles. Mark 340.
Chariots in for the left inverted.
Other than left inverted. Slow. 3 miles. Mark 390. Two miles. Mark 400.
Perfect. Ready, hit it! Smoke on.
Slow right, slow right.
Contact look
Slow
good.
right, slow right. Slow right.
A little drive, ready, hit it!
Clear.
Stand by, roll, and pull. 338. Stand by, roll. Chase clear, and clear behind the crowd for the Fortis. Coming left, hooks coming down.
Contact.
330. $325. 315 adding power. Ease in the pull. Rolling out. 310. Souls behind the crowd setting up the Fortis. Check land lights on.
You'll have to check.
Chariot. Ease and a little power. And coming left. Coming further left comes the pull. A little more pull. Stand by the gear. Adding power. Adding more power. Set. Easing a little power. Coming further left comes the pull. Easing the pull and rolling out the Fortis. Easing a little power. Adding a hair power. Chariots rolling in.
Clear.
Chariots online and low. Center point. Chariots pushing out. Chariots rolling out.
Clear.
Coming back left. Set. Stand by the gear. Hook. BrotherLeb, knock it off.
Clear.
Chariots clear and clearing behind the crowd for the MRT State 9-1.
Flip state 88.
Chariots circling 5 miles for the MRT.
Whoa.
And Chariots turning in 5 miles MRT. Four miles, mark 353. Three miles, mark 350. Two miles, mark 350. 1.5 miles MRT. 1 mile, mark 350. Burners now. Ready, hit it. Good entry.
Right control.
Ease in the
Right
pull. comes the pull. Slow. Pulling. Kicking. Chariot's pushing out. Leveling out. 900. Coming right. Comes the pull.
Contact.
338. Easing the pull. Rolling out. Smoke on. Smoke off. 290. Easing power. $325. Easing more power. $335.
You'll have teacher.
Chariot sills behind the crowd, setting up the opposing MRT at 350. Adding a little power. Coming right. Comes the pull. Looking for 158. Easing the pull and rolling out. The opposing MRT 5 right. A little pull to level. Smoke on left lead.
Little up. Little more pull to level. Easing a hair. Power set.
Smoke off. Ready, hit it. Smoke on. 380 mark.
Matt. Slow.
375.
Contact.
Contact look good for center point. Lab numbers.
Lab.
Merge. Stand by, roll. Pull to 40. Stand by, roll. 1, 2. And,
Clear.
roll.
Clear.
Roll. Trace clear and clearing in front of the crowd for the opposing horizontal rolls. 2.5 mark.
Match. .5. 4 miles mark.
Let me know when you're abeam.
Abeam.
Let me know when you're ready to take a mark.
Take it.
Stand by, mark it.
.4 miles. Mark 4 5.
Chariot's in for the left horizontal rolls.
Roger left 4 5.
Behind the crowd clears.
Left. 3 miles. Mark 4 4. Two miles. Mark 2 9.
Smoke on.
Contact.
Contact. Up we go. A little more pull. Ready. Hit it.
All right, all right.
Burners. Pull. Stand by. Roll. Burners. Pull. Ease on the pull and rolling out. 7-7.
7-2.
Chariot's coming right and circling behind the crowd for the sneak 2 vertical roll. State 7-4.
Left state 7-4. Yeah, I kind of messed up my power settings there, so that was let me.
We'll debrief it. Okay.
I like the show site.
Feels better.
Looks cool too.
Alright, sync to vertical rolls. We got this. Here we go. Chariot circling 5 miles for sync to vertical rolls. And Chariot's turning in 5 miles for sync to vertical rolls on the grass. Four miles, mark 0.75.
On time.
3 miles, mark 0.84. 2 miles, mark 0.89. 1 mile, mark 0.90, full burn.
Smoke on.
Pull up, pull up.
Church clear, 0.96.
Ready, hit it. Stand by, roll. Clear 10,000, clouds no factor.
How's no factor? High show clears.
I don't.
Be nice to not wrestle with those clouds for the show. Chariot's circling at 4 miles for the solo loop. And Chariot's turning in 4 miles solo loop.
Let's clear 15.
Chariot. 3 miles mark. Wings level, smoke on. Adding a hair power. Up. We go. A little more pull. Adding power. A little more pull. Vertical 5, 6. Easing power. Easing more power. A little ease. Comes the pull. A little more pull. Ease the pull, adding power. Go, Diamond Stinger. Little drive. Smoke off. Chariot attach. Chariot's attach, boss. Here we go. Let me know when you're beam.
Beam.
Let me know when you're ready to take a mark.
Take it.
Stand by, mark it.
Four miles, mark 375.
Chariot's in for the right 4 point.
Left and right, 4 point.
Not low.
3 miles, mark 405.
Little early. Stupid FCS.
2 miles, mark 402.
On time. Smoke on.
Contact.
Contact square off. Ready, hit it. 1, 2,
Go right,
3, 4.
Clear.
Stand by, roll, and pull. Stand by, roll. Stand by, roll. Stand by, roll.
Clear.
Roll. Trace clear and clearing in front of the crowd for the opposing vertical pitch 2.2 mark.
2.3. Four miles, mark.
Let me know when you're beam.
A beam.
Let me know when you're ready to take a mark.
Take it.
Stand by, mark it.
Miles, mark 410.
On time. Turns in for the left vertical pitch.
Left and left, vertical pitch.
100.
100. 3 miles. Mark 403.
A little early.
Two miles. Mark 398.
On time. Swagon.
Contact.
Got it. Add it up. Ready, hit it. Interesting. 60. Stand by, Earl, and pull. Power's idle. 45, 40, 35, 30. Horizon. Now 75.
79. Contact low. 500.
Contact adding power. 1.5, Mark 420.
Half ahead.
1 mile, Mark 450.
On time.
A little pull. Ready, hit it.
Roll left, roll left.
Clear.
Stand by, roll, and pull. Stand by, roll. Trace clear, and clear behind the crowd for the inverted tug of a roll.
Let's go on left 350.
Connect.
Rolling out a little bit. 355. Easing power 360. And rolling out. 355.
You got too low.
Leb. Hold behind the crowd's head of the inverted tug of a roll.
Chariot.
Good spacing. And we're coming left. Coming further left. Comes the pull. Adding a little power. A little more pull. At the 90 for the inverted tug of a roll.
Chariot.
Easing the pull. Easing more pull. Rolling out the inverted tug of a roll. Adding power. We're high. A little pull. Easing power. Ready. Hit it. Outboard.
Swagon.
Easing power. Power set. Little drive. Ready. Hit it. Clear.
Trace clear. Smoke off. Stand by, roll. Pull to 10 degrees. Stand by, roll. Rolling out. Coming left.
Left.
Connect.
Ease the pull. And rolling out 360 coming left. Adding a little power. 365. 370. A little more pull. Easing some power. 375. And we're rolling out.
You got too low.
Lab. Rolling all the way. Easing power 380. So behind the crowd, setting up the section half a little close.
Chariot.
Adding power. And we're coming left, easing power idle, coming further left comes the pull, little more pull, stand by the board, towards. Solo's at the 90 for the section, high alpha, rolling out a little bit. There's the nose. Hold that angle. And we're rolling out the section. High alpha, stand by the board. Sports. 3.5, 200, adding a little power. And a little pull to level. Easing that power. 3 miles, 195. Some more pull, 185. 180. 170. One more pull. 165. 160. One more pull. 155. 150. 145. Little power. 140 pull into the set. Set net. Adding power smoke on. A little more power. We're flying it.
Center point. Knock it off.
Left. Pull into 60. $60 coming left.
Chariot's breaking left, 250.
Contact.
280. 310, easing power. A little more pull, 330, easing more power. Ease in the pull, 335. Ease in the pull, rolling out, easing power, 350, and holding.
Left 2.
Souls behind the crowd, setting up the section breakout in close. To no one's surprise. And we're coming left. Coming further left, adding power, comes the pull, a little more pull. A little more pull. So is that the 90 for the section breakout? Easing a little power. Ease in the pull and roll it out. The section breakout. Easing more power. Go line abreast. Smoke on. Easing a little more power. 1 mile mark. Half mile mark. Ready, hit it! Smoke off. Stand by, roll, and pull.
Contact.
Ease the pull. Rolling out. Easing power to hold 360. Delta's behind the crowd, setting up the Delta roll.
Got 6, boss.
Boss. We're coming left. Coming further left comes the pull. A little more pull. Adding a hair power. Delta's up the 90 for the Delta roll.
Left.
Ease in the pull and rolling out. the Delta. Roll.
Clear.
Easing power. Power set. Smoke on. Up we go. A little more pull. Okay. Rolling out. Ease in the pull to level. Coming left. Coming up further left. Comes the pull. Adding a little power. Delta's in a left-hand turn for the flirtily.
Left.
Smoke off. Easing a little more pull. More pull. Rolling out some bank. Easing the pull. And rolling out, adding power. The fleur-de-lis. Up we go. A little more pull. 10 slow. Smoke on. Ready break.
Ready roll.
Smoke off. Stand by, roll. And pull. Connect.
Easel. Rolling out.
Trace clear, 440, coming right, crossing underneath you at 460, easing power now.
Contact.
One continuous turn level, a little more pull, 450, easing power.
You'll have 2.
Chariot. Adding a little power, 430. Smoke on. Comes the pull. Ease in the pull and rolling out. Up we go. A little more pull. Okay. Set. Connect. Okay. Set. Smoke off. Go get him.
Clear. Rolling out 220 at 3,400. Correction, 230.
Connect.
We're coming right. Coming further right. Comes the pull 407. A little more pull. Rolling out little bank. 380.
Oh, nice.
Rolling out more bank. 380. Coming right. Comes the pull. Delta's in a right-hand turn for the Delta. Loop break cross 150.
Trade, you got 6 boss.
Roll and out, boss. Little left, roll through. Set. We're rolling out the loop break cross.
adding power.
Take it in.
A little more power. Up we go. A little more pull and power. A little more pull. Set. Vertical 5-2. A little more pull. Ease the pull. Comes the pull. Hurry, brake. 2 right. Upward. Smoke up. 0.5. Mark 14. 1 mile. Mark 4. 1.5. Mark 405. 2 miles. Mark 4. 2.5. Mark smoke up. 3 miles. Mark up we go. 4G. Mark. For the 4-2, ease the pull for 8. Horizon. Now 7-2, easing power idle. 55, 65, roll it little steep. And level in the nose, 150. 2.5, mark 4.
Jesus, really?
2 miles, mark 4. 1.5, mark 404. 1 mile, mark 402. 0.5, mark 400. Smoke off.
Frick, man. Seriously.
Coming left, 385.
Chariot's ease the pull, rolling out.
375.
Contact.
365. 355, adding power. There's 350 rolling out. Little pull. 350.
You got 2 leb.
Leb, we're coming left. Coming further left comes the pull. A little more pull. Delta's in a left-hand turn for the Delta breakout.
Chariot.
A little further left. And we're rolling out the Delta breakout.
Jeez, dude. Chariot, clear.
Two left. Easing power, a little pull
Return.
to level. Ease the pull 2 miles. Smoke on. Up we go. Ready, break. Set in 2G. Smoke off. Clear.
Chariot's clear. Chariot's clear. 260 at 0.4, 1800.
Contact.
285. 305. Coming right. 320 easing power. 330. 340 easing more power. 350. Delta's on a right-hand turn for the Delta left. Pitch brake to land.
Left.
There's the nose. Easing a little more power.
You'll have 6 plus.
Boss, easing a little more power. Easing more power. Comes the pull. Smoke on. Easing the pull and rolling out. The Delta left. Pitch brake to land.
Left braking.
Little drive. Tells us the numbers for the left pitch brake to land.
Left.
Center point. Boss braking.
Left braking.
Ease the pull. Rolling out 100.
Left rolling out 100.
Smoke off. Gear and flaps. Chariots coming left. 280 lab. .260 lab. 240 lab. 220 lab. Chariots at the 90, gear down, 3 green, stagger is left, 200 lab.
Left 3 green, second left.
180 lab. 160 lab. 140 all the way lab.
180. 160. 140 all the way.
Sure, it's okay.
That's okay.
I'm glad they fixed the weird go-around power that used to happen.
Yeah. That's okay, Chariot.
Chariot. Landing checks.
11.
Check your smoke pressure off. Check your tabs. Check your flaps auto. Check your analyze off. Reset your trim and save your seat.
11.
We'll go well clear on Bravo for individual right 45s and a chocks.
11.
Check your park brakes off. Chairs powering up to 75% off brakes now. Standby cover wagon. Chariot's coming right. Give me 2 on the right wing.
Do what you need, Chariot.
Chariot. Nice flight lab.
Nice flight, Chariot.
Reminded me I can still fly this jet.
Yeah.
Chariot's easing power to 68.
Souls are in.
Stand by, split. Reference 25 knot cover wagon. Adding power to 70. Letting roll. And easing power to 68, letting roll. Chariots easing power to idle. Little brakes, easy brakes. Come and left, give me 2 on the wing. Adding power to 60, letting roll. Easing power to idle. Little brakes. Easy brakes. Coming left. Okay. Go well clear.
Left.
Chart's coming right. Okay. 295. A little brakes. Easy brakes. A little brakes. Brakes. Stand by gear canopy.
Left.
Rush your engines a canopy.
Left.
In 3, 2, 1, mark. That's a show.
Left.
Cherry's coming out from under the hood. BrotherLeb, you got me? Yeah, well, the stream doesn't. Okay, I gotcha. Alrighty-o, it's debrief time with ChariotOfFLAME.
Everybody's favorite time.
Okay. You can tell I felt a lot better about that show.
Yeah. Indeed. Indeed.
Nice reminder.
Fun to do.
Oh my gosh, dude! It's such a nice reminder to that, like, I can fly this jet. Okay. Debrief. Yeah, nice flight today, Leb. A nice, safe show, all things considered. My goal for the show was to nail the MRT, and I would say I got halfway there. It was very wobbly. Very, very wobbly. But I didn't panic. I didn't do anything dangerous. And, like, we were fine. So I would consider that a moderated success. As far as safeties are concerned, I feel like I'm leveling out a bit low and a little slow on the dirty roll on takeoff, so I think I can start it lower, but I just need to roll faster. So that's dangerous because I'm getting too low to the ground, so I'll take a safety there. Knife wedge was a little bit long, but I don't feel like that's a safety. I think that's actually probably going to look pretty good. Inverted to inverted was decent. The Fortis, I added pull, and I was like, I never do this. We're probably going to be super tight. But we actually had to add more pull towards the end of that, so that was interesting. I'm still forgetting to add the pushback in for the Fortis once I get inverted, so that's a safety I'll definitely take on that one. Haven't figured out the rollouts yet. I've tried a couple different things. I'm still not happy about it. I haven't figured out how to fix it, so I guess I just need to drill that. So I'll take a safety there. The MRT, I got super slow going around the corner, so that got a little spicy, but I was able to figure it out, and the pull ended up being decent. So it shouldn't look awful, but we'll see, I guess. Well, the opposing MRT, we were 5 right again, so that means that realistically we're a little close in from the MRT clear, so I'm going to be pulling a little bit less on that clear to make sure that we're indexed crowd right of center point a little bit more, so that our roll in we can get settle in on our correct heading. So I'll take a safety there.
Yeah. The slower you are, once you level out, the more you will be in closer.
Yep.
Like.
Yeah, I've got the math in my head on that. Just needed some testing to see what was optimal at this show site.
Yeah.
So
Once I have, once I call contact,
Mhm.
you can pull as much or as little as you want to, because I'm looking at you.
Oh yeah, I know. It's not based on you. That's just like the normal pull that I've pulled before, and like the normal speeds that I reach at the end. But we just have so much power authority here that, yeah, it's so much power authority and so much drag that it's just different. So, aside from that, the opposing MRT was pretty good. I haven't figured out how to get the thing on speed around the corner. It's a really weird feeling right now. But we'll get there. I didn't add power up once we crossed, so that meant that I was super slow for the rolls. So that is a safety I'll take, because that makes us so that we're out of sync. Let's see. Horizontal rolls, there was a lot of things going on. They were all small things, but they took up my brain, so I made some weird radio calls on that. I'll take a safety there, because I should be being consistent on the radio calls. Let's see. The sneak pass. Oh, you know what? I'm not even showing the cool part. Anyway, where did? Okay. I'll get that up as we do this. But yeah, the sneak pass was good. Did it on the grass this time, which is totally fine. But yeah, it was good, I think. Let me find it. We're getting there. Here we go. Sneak pass. There we go. Debrief. Okay. The solo loop was pretty good. It was a little bit high and a little bit squat, but that is something that I can fix for next time. But it was a pretty decent profile. We rolled out at the right altitudes, so that's good. The 4-point, I called the hit a little bit early, so that's why we were inverted for so long. But otherwise, man, the jet feels so much better than the other show site for that maneuver. So that felt good. The vertical pitch, this one's on me. I'll take the safety on this one, because the jet gets a little bit floaty over the top, and when you called that you were 400 high, I made an adjustment to try and match you, and I shouldn't be doing that until we make contact. After we make contact, I can make adjustments so that we get online, but until we make contact, I just need to fly my jet, and you're the one who's supposed to make it work up until that point. So I'll take a safety there for over helping, which doesn't actually help. The inverted tuck over roll, I got really far apart from you laterally, so that is something that I will definitely fix for next time. yeah, aside from that, given the profile that we were in and the altitude that we were at, I think it was fairly safe. So, yeah, I'll fix the lateral spacing for next time. Section high alpha, when we pulled to the set, right after we set it and smoked on, like, I put in some weird control inputs and the jet got super wobbly and that got a little close to you, a little more close to you than I'm comfortable with. So I'll take a safety there for over inputting on that. But it stabled out and we did pretty good. I also didn't push the nose over quite as quickly as I usually do on the clear. So that's not really a safety because it's super unsafe, the clear for that for 5, but it's not what it usually looks like in the show, so I'll take a safety there. The rejoin for the burner 270, that one, I'm just not used to the amount of pull that we have to do behind the crowd, so we ended up having to have a snappy rollout because we were coming back at it. So I will definitely take a safety on that one. The delta roll was the most in-parameter delta roll I have ever done, with one exception. We were 10 knots fast going up the hill, but I made the right adjustment, which is adding more pull in as we were going up the hill to bleed off that speed, and then keeping a little bit of pull in for the roll. So that was cool. The fleur-de-lis, aside from a late stage pull, I thought we were going to be right on line, but as is always the case, as we were adding power, needed a little bit of extra pull to get lined up. So I'll take a safety there for not adding a touch of pull in as we add power to make that easier. As far as the behind the crowd thing is concerned, the power is completely different this time around, so it's just we're in a very different place than we have been over the last 2 show sites, even though this is Mariana still, but very different, like, place behind crowd than we usually are, so there had to be a couple different ways of approaching coming back into the box for the rejoin. So that probably wasn't super great for you, so I'll try and make that smoother for next time. Loop break cross. The loop part and the brake part went pretty well. I got a little PIO going up the hill, and so I tried to smooth it out, and right when I smoothed it out, you added a little bit of pull and power, so I kind of like dropped out there. Not too much, but I'll definitely take a safety on just getting into the PIO in the first place. As far as the cross, man, dude, I was like half a mile ahead of you the whole way outbound, and I was full brakes down to 300 knots. Put the burners back in to get so that I was at 400 when we went up the hill, so we had the right vertical appearance to the crowd. But then when we rolled out coming down the hill, I ended up being about a mile behind you, so I was doing 550 coming into the box, and just didn't get it woed up in time to do the match across, so I was early. So I'll take a safety on that one for sure. Let's see. The Delta breakout, I almost hit you on the rollout. So I'll anticipate that better. And Delta pitch up to brake to land was a pretty smooth entry into that one, especially given the fact that the jet had a couple of FCS things that I had to adjust the turn because of. So all things considered, there was one common mistake that I made in that turn. As we were coming in, I said, I think I said, like, ease the pull and then like ease a little more or something like that, and that isn't a phrase that I should be saying as boss at all. I need to use the standard comms so that you can anticipate what I'm doing. I'm sure that caused a moment for you. So, yeah, definitely we'll fix that safety for sure. Landing was good. Taxi was pretty decent. It really comes up quickly, so I might cheat us a little bit further right on that taxiway before we make the turn and then come back in for the 45. So I'll fix my safeties, and I'm glad to be here.
Thanks, Chariot. Yeah, good show today. Much better. Jet feels way better at this show site, and it's beautiful. And yeah, it's just a lot. It's a lot. I feel like we were able to put the jet where we wanted to and do the kind of show that we have, spent almost 2 years doing and practicing to get to this point. So that felt good. Related to formation flying in particular, I felt like at this show I could actually put myself in the position I wanted to and then make the corrections I wanted to maintain that positioning. Whereas the previous show that we had just finished up at Incirlik, I was just hanging on for dear life the entire time. And so that felt way better. My goal for the show was to stay in on the Delta roll, and I, kind of similar to you were saying, like mostly accomplished. I did fall out a little bit. I climbed over your wing in the initial onset, which is a safety that I'll get to, and then as a result of trying to deconflict that, I was just behind and a little bit wide for the rest of the maneuver. So I stayed in position just a little, like maybe half a plane wide, but I still didn't quite stay in where I wanted to be. But I did. It was the closest I've done since the new FCS. So I felt like at least a partial victory there. Safeties. Yeah, the low transition's good. It's really fun with this, the way the jet flies now, because you can just skid it right on. Honestly, the challenge is not overspeeding your gear. Yeah, and I'm keeping that more or less level. That's fine. I think my outbound was a little slow, so and then I kicked it up some speed, so I might have been inconsistent on the outbound to the 4.4 mile mark. The knife edge felt great. Inverted to inverted, I was a little low. I would expect that the hit will be a little low. And I was a little unsafe on both behind crowd clear maneuvers, the inverted to inverted and the loop break cross. So, or not loop break cross, sorry, the vertical pitch. So that's a safety, definitely. Don't want to, put a jet into the tree line behind the crowd, because it does actually, it raises, the elevation increases behind the crowd.
Yep.
So that's something to pay attention to, and I think I just need to account for that more than I did at the show site. Fortis, I was in more than I'm used to, so that actually kind of spooked me, but it ended up working out. Because you didn't catch the push and you descended a lot, it created a thing that I had to figure out to get out there. And as a result of that, I kind of came in kind of hot into the show box. And yeah, it just, I think I was a little too close to you when you rolled in, so that didn't give me the kind of margin I needed to actually get where I needed to be for the maneuver. So you were in a position that I wasn't anticipating, but you have to fly your numbers and then I have to make it work. And I struggled to make it work this time, and so that's something. And I was just a little too close to you on that and your rollout. And so I wasn't able to catch the inconsistencies that you did. And so that I was in dangerous spots relative to you. I actually lost you underneath the jet on the clear, because you were underneath my nose, which hasn't happened in like probably 9 months. And so that's a safety that I will take, and I'll do better next time on that one. MRT, I was pretty good timing, pretty good altitude, all that felt okay. I tried out being a little bit further away from it than I have been in the past, so that felt better. I didn't pull as hard as you did, actually, so I didn't roll out the same heading that you did, but I made it work. But being behind where I have been before and a little closer to you made the rejoin much easier. So I was in for the opposing MRT, which was good. I did not get on speed fast enough on the opposing MRT. Once we actually did the hit, and oh well, hold on, big safety before that. On the rollout, as we're coming in behind crowd towards center point, I need to remember not to just like stay in slot and then slide underneath you and then have to like kick myself out. I need to remember to like work myself out in the rollout, which I know how to do. It just like didn't happen in this maneuver, and it also didn't happen in the solo rejoin before the delta roll. And both of those are safeties because we're flying pretty low, and so basically I'm looking at you, but I might be pointed at the ground and underneath you by I don't know, 50 feet. So that's dangerous. Needs to be fixed. Then also, if I'm going to try and fly a line abreast, then the possibility of wing overlap and hitting you, and if you make any kind of correction or anything like that, it's just really not great. So I'll fix that safety for the future. Like I said, was not right on the numbers after the hit for the OMRT, so I'll improve that. And then I came in with like a head of steam or something, so we were left on that. And I was also a little low and falling out of the sky because I forgot that I have rudders. So that is something that I will fix for next time as well, because it's my job to make that work. Opposing horizontal rolls. Yeah, I just anticipated your calls wrong up at the top, and so I pulled the burner out before the pull, or not before the pull. I put the burner out when you called roll, or like it was too early. So then I put it back in, and then it was just like in a weird spot. So like I think the altitude we were 500 separated, which not a huge deal for this maneuver, but we have been dead on recently, and so I'd like to keep it that way if I can. Also, I overrolled the actual rolls themselves, so I ended up ending on like 20-degree bank and had to fix it, so that's a little sloppy as well. At least it was away from crowd, so but that can be better. Sneak pass, big safety I'll take on this is I hit center point when you did. So that's dangerous and wrong, and so I thought I was in the right spot. All the numbers looked great based on your mock number, the numbers you were calling, but I visually looked at you when you were crossing the paint, and I was like, well, frick. So yeah, so I'll fix that safety for next time. Better to be late than that early, I think. I gotta figure out something for once I'm in the vertical roll for like figuring out the crowd heading better than I do. Like it's not a huge deal that I'm like 15,000. I'm at Angels 15 and upside down and trying to figure out where the hell I am, but I'd like it to be a little cleaner, just for the pizzazz. 4-point was good. I was in my spot. Hit our hidden numbers. We were inverted for a long time, but I felt like my actual, partly because of the way that the jet, like I felt like I could actually control the jet at this site. Like the control inputs, like little things I did actually mattered instead of just tossing you to the wind. It felt like it was a very like stiff military creases 4-point, so that was good. Vertical pitch. Yeah, what happened here? I was a little low coming into the show box and a little fast. So I tried to pull power out, and then you called add it up. So then I put it back in and then make sure that the altitude's the right spot. Pull to 60 was fine. I was a little slow in the onset of the roll. And consequently, that actually made the heading tape walk. So not only was I separated from you altitude-wise, but then I also was outboard by a bit. I think we made the hit work. I had to throw boards in to do it because I was about half a mile ahead of you, but fortunately you'd already made your correction and was screaming in with a head of steam. So I think it worked out in the long run, but not the cleanest, most symmetrical profile for that. That's on me, I think, partly for not flying my profile cleanly. For a TOR, how to describe this? I don't feel like I flew anything improperly, but it isn't the way that it often goes. The roll-ins were a little quicker. The roll-out was a little quicker. We were nose down coming into the box. We had to bring that up. We were a little slow, so I had to add it up. All of that stuff I felt like I communicated early, but it was just different than it normally is, and so I think that could be a Showsite thing. I don't know. Major safety that I will take is once we got inverted, I made the same mistake you did in the Fortis, and I didn't get enough drive to keep it level, so we descended into the showbox until I was able to catch it, which makes it difficult for you because I'm not a stable platform. Section high alpha, that's the best setup and high alpha that I've done so far since the new jet. So I feel good about that one pretty much in every way. It could be stabler and smoother because we have so much power, so there's like not a lot of room to do throttle stuff because it either sinks or swims quite a bit. But that one was a pretty good one, and I'll be interested to see what it looks like from crowd, but I feel like I made the adjustments I needed to make sure that we were in the right space relative to the show line. We had the right kind of offset. I was accounting for distance. It helped that there was no crosswind. So yeah. Let's see. Over the top of that, I'm still trying to figure out the clear because I want to pull to level, but then the whole thing just falls out of the sky because it's so damn slow. So I haven't figured that out yet, but working on it. Wasn't dangerous. It was just not the beautiful skate it used to be. Delta roll got in. Was like, oh, I can be in.
Pause. Sorry. Rejoin for the burn 270.
Oh right. Sorry. Rejoin for the burn 270. I'm looking at the show cards, and that's not on there because it's not a maneuver. Yeah, the big safety, like I mentioned before, is I was kind of slot around the corner, and then didn't work it out to a beam during the rollout. I kind of waited until we were more or less wings level, which happened faster than I was anticipating, and so then I kind of had to get out there, which at a show site like this one with trees all around the field and a rise up to the field from every direction, that is dangerous to be underneath lead in a situation like that. So I will fix that safety for next time. I think the maneuver itself was pretty good. Yeah, so delta roll. Got in, felt like I could stay in. The rollout caught me off guard a little bit, so I had to fix my positioning and rejoin. Going up the hill, all right. Yeah, then I kind of overrolled on the onset because I feel like I've never been good at that. I'm always either behind or ahead of you. So I need to improve that. And that's dangerous when I climb above you like that. So that also it's a big safety that I will take. And then because I was behind your calls and just behind the maneuver, I was about half a jet wide and half a jet low. Which if there had been a solo outboard of me, which I'm not, I am the solo, but because I'm flying the 2 position at that point, I would have run into that guy and made his day really difficult. So it's a safety I'll fix for next time. Corner was pretty good. I had a PIO moment halfway through the corner, which I caught, but it was, yeah, still can be smoother. What else? Fleur-de-lis was okay, nothing notable. Related to what you talked about for the next rejoin and the behind the crowd, yeah, some of the differences in the way that was made it so that I wasn't where I normally am, but everything was more or less fine. The big safety I'll take is up the hill for the rejoin over the top. I almost hit you. I got very close. And in addition to that being dangerous, also I'd like to not change how far from you I am as often as I've been doing in that maneuver. It's very yo-yo-y. I would like that to be smoother. So I'll take safety on almost hitting you for sure, and then just wanting to improve my my offset from you. Loop break cross, not my best. We ended up getting a little bit toward the crowd of the show line, so we had to come back on it, which is never ideal. It was a little slow into center point, so we had to add power up the hill, which is also not always easy to catch. I know Boss does it all the time in the real thing, but still I try to be on speed by the time we start the maneuver. And then also I decided to ease over the top because I thought we were going to be in the right spot, but that ended up meaning that we were too right. So I shouldn't have done that. I decided also not to try to counteract the pitch moment where it just sort of, you know, you've got like tons of alpha and then it loses all that alpha once you're basically inverted. So I don't know how that affected you, but I basically just didn't do anything about it. I just tried to maintain the stick position. But then there was a point where I felt like, oh, hey, we're gonna come down this hill too fast, and then I eased, and that was a mistake. I could have also eased a little bit of power because we ended up coming down the hill pretty darn fast. And then I wasn't the most consistent on any of the numbers, either outbound or inbound. So that just needs to be more consistent overall. It needs to be like within like less than 5 difference as opposed to like 20% difference in some cases. So that needs to be better. Also, just a note for next time, sort of a briefing note on the loop break cross. There is a hill in front of crowd left, which is my ingress angle. So it kind of slopes down towards the field. And so similar to Incirlik, unfortunately, there's some obstructions that are pretty low at that point. So I think we might have to do it at 200 again, just to be safe. Because I felt like I didn't get to 150 feet until center point, and I was above that all the way to that point.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
Yeah, that's dangerous. So I'll take a safety on that. I should have scouted that better during our scouting flight. I should have thought of that because it didn't even occur to me. And then let's bench it to 200 for the next one. Delta breakout. I think I rolled out a little quicker than normal, so that caught you out. So that's on me. We were a little bit left, but not too bad. I think the rest of it was more or less okay. Last thing, pitch up break to land. 2 safeties I'll take. There was a point during the rollout where I almost flew into you, and I will fix that safety and fly better formation in the future. And then also, I'm not doing my spacing correctly. I counted, but I think I counted too fast. He was going too slow there for a while, but recently, because I tried to fix it, I'm going too fast. So I was really close to you on this. And so I just need to be just like half a second longer before I actually initiate the pitch up break. Yeah, and then I had a little bit of angle coming into land, which is, I just like to clean that up for cleanliness purposes. Taxi was more or less fine. One suggestion I have for the taxi, because it comes up so quick, would be, well, 2 things. You could edit the mission file and move everybody over a little bit if you wanted a little more space. Second thing, just get a little slower. Like, I think give yourself more time just because we're not moving as fast. Would be another way to skin that cat. Yeah, so I'll definitely fix all the safety issues next time. Pleasure to be here.
All right. Let's watch some tape.
Woo woo.
Oh, that was such a better show.
Yes.
There are 2 things that I wanted to mention as debrief points. One was for the loop break cross. We were going up the hill. we ended up like maybe 3-4% below mill. And so like I dropped back a tiny bit at one point during that maneuver, and I couldn't get back in without going into burner.
Okay.
So I don't know, like that's never happened before. This is a very unique scenario.
Yeah. Well, I know why that is. We were slow. So, and in Surlik, the sucker would just pick up speed if you were like coming in with any kind of descent, right? And so I just kind of had those habit patterns in my head.
Mm-hmm.
But at this field, you actually and then I was also doing the turns pretty slow to account for that. This Showsite, because there's so much drag on the jet, you actually have to keep up a decent amount of speed in the turn. So I had to add a bunch of power coming into center point in order to get to the number that I want to hit, because you're supposed to go up the hill at 450. And so that is the reason why we were that. The power setting was wrong, and so that's actually a safety on me. Because yeah, we were too slow. To add power going into center point for the hit, and then up the hill, which is what put us on hill. So that's on me. You had another one?
Like you said with like you said on the, whoop, there we go. Like you said on the Delta breakout, you didn't call easing the pull before you rolled out, and it was a quick rollout. So like it did catch me off guard.
Yeah, the quick rollout, I'll take a hit on that one. I didn't ease any pull on the roll. So, yeah. So I thought about it. I was like, normally I would say ease the pull, and I would ease it. But I don't think we need to ease it, so I'm not going to say that. So that was on purpose, but I understand that it's not what I normally do, so it probably threw you off.
Maybe like a and we're before the rolling out, if you're not going to use it, just to give me like some sense of something's coming. Because we had just added more pull right before you rolled out.
Yep. I just figured if I left that where it was, it would just be where it was. But yeah, I will make that adjustment.
Nice.
It's even easier to taxi here.
Well, that's because we don't have a flippin'
crosswind. Yeah. The frickin' runway is flat.
There's so many things about this show, and the performance isn't atrocious.
Though it's less smooth for me. Like I get stuttery stuff. Particularly if I turn my head more than 90 degrees. I know you talked about it in your safeties, but...
Hold on 1 second, loud jets. Okay, what is it?
I know you talked about this in your safeties, but yeah, whatever weird easing call you had in the rollout for the pitch-up brake, like I completely did not understand what that was, so... I don't even remember what happened, if that's the point where I almost ran into you or what, but yeah, I remember thinking at the time, I was like, I don't even know what, ease what?
Yep. Nope, I totally, like, even saying, I did a thing, and I said a thing, but the two are not connected.
Yeah. I assumed it was easing whatever you had said before, but I honestly couldn't even remember in the moment. Oh, hi.
Course of the day. But to start with, they were
Hey.
not great.
I had one clear that I was like, I nailed it, but I thought that before I finished it, and my very final little turn was sloppy.
This was a sloppy roll in for me.
Roll right, roll right. Roll right, roll right. Roll right, roll right. Roll right, roll right.
Really high.
Roll right.
Which means I was going too fast. I thought I was low. I remember thinking, oh shoot, I'm not getting enough pull to fix this elevator, so that's interesting. That's okay.
Oh good, I did remember my hook. There's on that clear. I wasn't sure what I like. I was just like, I don't have time to think about that anymore. The moment's gone.
Yeah, with the amount of drag we've got at this field, you can actually do a lot with rudders to slow down.
You're gonna have to. Because you can't slow down any other way. There's the extra pull. And the rollout.
I didn't get enough pull on that roll, so I fell below you.
We're also super low for this, so I'm gonna fix that for next. I'm talking like 150 feet.
Really? Yeah, so there's the descent.
Look at how low we are.
Yeah. Coming!
Nicely done. That's way too low. Ah! You had a little bit of extra. Mert. Not proud of this one. I'm not gonna see any of this, which is great.
Which is fine with me. Yeah. I kind of could anticipate when you were going to give me the lead, and I was like, I knew I just couldn't fix it in time. I was trying.
keep forgetting. Oh.
So this is slow, you thought?
Slow.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Fix my positioning.
Yeah.
It would have looked even further left had I been on center point.
I thought I was going to be late for that too. I thought it was going to be right. All right.
I don't know how I'm gonna catch this.
You're not.
Sweet.
Pull up! Pull up!
Trying to find where behind crowd was. There it is. Wee.
That feels about right. And I was like at 150, and I was like, don't be low on this one. It's the fourth. Die. Still 10 degrees left on this clear. I will fix that for next time. Vertical pitch.
Yeah, yeah.
There's the float.
Uh-huh.
So it used to be that, like, if it wasn't perfectly numbers, I, like, panicked. So, I'm glad that's not the case anymore.
You're getting there, man.
Mm-hmm.
I overrolled it. Frickin'. Oh, not bad. Good one.
That was a pretty good one. I'm always going to be my worst critic. They did 2 years of making that look perfect, but, you know, they're better
Yeah, it feels like this is the level of detail we were able to do toward the end of things before they changed the flight model. Not quite as good as we were, but
We're close.
it's like, you know, 80 to 90% of it.
We've lost like a
Instead
couple
of-
months, maybe,
Yeah.
versus like a
Yeah.
full calendar year of
Yeah.
progress, which
Yeah.
felt like it in Surlik.
I think in Surlik was the first time in 2 years of doing this that I actually like didn't look forward to
Yep.
flying it.
Yeah, I agree. This is wild. I don't remember them climbing that much. Oh, there's that moment.
So, I add a little bit of power when pull to the set, but I think I'd have to drop a bunch in order to get it to not climb.
Uh-huh.
But if we wait till we're any slower, so that it doesn't climb in when we pull to the set, my concern, unless maybe we pull quicker, I don't know. My concern is that we'd have to throw a ton of power in it. It'd be hard to catch. Yep.
That looks pretty stable. That makes me happy.
Can you zoom out a little bit? Or are we relative to everything else? Yeah, that's where we want to be.
You're a little bit outboard.
Better outward than inward.
Yeah, no,
Usually
that was definitely right.
Whee! It's so hard to catch that. I'll figure it out.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
I'm like at like 50 feet, but like easily. Coming in. Section breakout. Yeah, it was dangerous for you to be below for this maneuver. This was low.
Oh, I know how you tend to fly these. You like to fly low, so.
Huh.
I haven't thought about it in the jet. I was like, I shouldn't be here. I might die. Also means that I have to come up and it's really hard to catch it, not look stable. So. Oh, that was nice. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Bad though. Still only a half a step.
It's very smooth. I realized as we were coming around this corner that I was like, I don't know how this looks. I don't know how this flies. It's kind
Yeah, I had the same thing on the loop break cross, and I did it quite poorly. Oh, it's so nice to fly form here, though.
yeah.
Because like I felt like I was like, oh hey, I can actually like focus on just having the NET showing, and like I can do the throttle and position things I need to do to keep it there.
Yep.
So nice.
Oh, cool.
There.
I can tell. Alright, we can go up the hill faster on this one. Noted. There was 0 ground reference for this roll, so it was very challenging.
Yep. Dude, there's so much rudder in that for me. Like all over the place, like full boot right, full boot left. And then I rolled out 230.
Mm-hmm.
I started out 220, but then I corrected to 230. I should have been 240, so that we were like way like in front of crowd, which is why this ended up being.
It would be the other way around. You would want to roll out 220.
No, because crowd right is 248,
Mm-hmm.
and I usually like about a 10 to 12 degree offset.
Okay.
So if I roll out 220, that's like a 30
Oh,
degree
I got it.
offset. Yes. Yes. No, we were really in front of crowd.
Whee!
Yeah, you're gonna be really bad. That's not too bad.
Not too bad!
Keep in mind, the cone is not the center point. At least not our waypoint. It's a little to the left of our waypoint. How do I know? Well, the vertical rolls.
This was a super... As in, like, it felt sketchy. It was actually very safe. But, like... It's just... Yeah, it was so nice to fly for him here. I was just, like, in all the way around the corner.
Yeah.
Ooh. Scary moments.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll have my moment on the rollout for the pitch up break.
Come on, a little bit more nose. Come on, Chariot. There you go.
Looks good.
But where's he?
So this rejoin is spooky because there's that mountain.
Nowhere near it this time.
You weren't. I had to avoid there's a radio tower on the top of it. And I wasn't gonna hit it, but I had to think about whether I was gonna hit it or not. And woo!
You're all over the place with the run.
Oh yeah, I got so out on that. That was, I think, the weird like ease thing. I was just trying to use the rudder to not my lateral spacing. It just felt like I looked over my shoulder from where you were. I was like, we're really close to each other. Alright, cool. Let's stick with it then. Maybe I've just been too slow so far.
Let's go get... There we go. So I just...
You were low. Okay. I mean, not too low, but yeah. Just like,
I came
where the
over...
hell is the field?
I came over the threshold at the right spot. You won't see me disappear behind a mountain this... a runway this time. Right on center line.
I am not on center. I might eventually get there, but I don't think so. Yeah, a little left.
It was a very wide runway compared to Incirlik 2.
Yeah, you're right. Well, they fly heavies out of here, so. It's kind of crazy because I think it's like 1.5 miles.
Oh, I'm offset a little bit too far to the left. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. Because taxiing is part of the formation.
It is indeed.
Formation. Okay, if you're in formation from the moment you take off.
Honestly, your information from the moment when you walk to the jet.
Yeah,
Because
that's true.
they march in formation.
Yep.
Yeah, if we're just like a couple knots slower, I think it'll be easier to make that happen. Yeah, it's true.
Very nice, very nice.
Good stuff, man.
Wait for the stuff to shut off. The desynced canopies, because DCS. Alright, that's great. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, folks, all y'all who have joined us on YouTube for the first time, thanks for joining us. Jury's still out as to whether we stay here. I'm gonna guess we're probably gonna stay here because Twitch is kind of perishing. But that being said, thanks for joining us, folks, on YouTube, and we look forward to seeing you at a later date. And we'll see you later.